hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Food Talk Television. How are you? I'm Daphne Brogdon, and I will be your host for the next hour in this cooking adventure from my Los Angeles kitchen. Yes, you might be thinking, Daphne, haven't I seen you before? You might have. I'm kind of a basic cable superstar, former. I did have a show on Food Network called Daphne Dishes, which is still available, I believe, on like Amazon, stuff like that. Anyway, but I'm here live every Wednesday, every hump day, to help you through the hump day at 4 o'clock Central here on Food Talk TV. And we are making a creamy chicken stew. Yay, yay. Let me get my little reader over here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's coming in to see what we're doing. There's always a little lag there. Okay. So I was excited about this creamy chicken stew for the last couple of weeks. It's a recipe from the New York Times, and all our recipes are on Food Talk TV, so you're going to be able to see them. I'm amending this one just a wee bit. But by the way, I love this shirt. Can I just tell you how much I love this shirt? It fits me so well. And you ever have a piece of clothing like this? It's from Velvet. It's not even expensive. I got it years ago. I think a stylist got it for me for a show. Now it's like threadbare. It's falling apart, but it's just got the ruching and the cleavage, just the way I like it. So I've been looking at like old resale shops online, like Threads and the real. I can't find it. Also, it's cotton. Because sometimes you find something in the right style, but it's synthetic, and then I will sweat like a pig in August, and so yeah, that's not going to work. So anyway, so that's what I'm looking for. Is this live going? Because I don't have it that the live is going. Let me turn around. Let me come over here and see what's happening. Yeah, okay, yep, there's people here. I can see you. Oh, wait, uh-oh, let me get my eyeballs here. Let me get my eyeballs. But why isn't it showing? I'm good, Trini, thank you so much. Oh, hi, Marianne. Marianne. You know, my father used to say the sign of a dull person is when you ask them how they're doing, they tell you. But I will tell you. I will say in general, I'm good. It's a beautiful day here. I have a tad bit of melancholy, though, because tonight is the last night I get to spend in my family home because, we're selling it. It's still available to me for the next few days, but there'll be no furniture because we staged it to sell it and stuff. So me and my daughter and my sister, we're all going to go and have a final slumber party. I may start crying. I should do a post about it because it was great. It was great. We had the house my whole life. So there you go. Anyway, let's get back to creamy chicken stew and why I haven't done it earlier. Because to me, this stew is very autumnal. And we've had a very mild entrance into autumn here. It's crisp, it's pretty, but it's not quite cold yet. I mean, maybe like a light sweater at night. So, but I told my daughter about this recipe and she was like, Mom, you gotta make it. And I'm like, okay, I gotta make it. So it's gonna be a creamy white chicken stew. It's all gonna go in here. And then while that's all marinating, then I'm gonna do a ricotta meatball. You guys, hello, what's with the music? Did I tell you I've got any roofing done? I didn't realize music was gonna be a problem of it. This is like planes, trains, automobiles. Everything's going crazy. I don't know why. I can't seem to get this live. So I might just have to turn this around. I don't know why I'm not seeing the live. Here we go. Wait a minute. Now I can see me. Oof. Oh, and I see me looking down. That's brutal. Oh boy. Yeah, it's time to put our hair down as soon as we can. I was a little hot. All right, thank you. And keep tapping that screen. Thank you so much because that gets us out. So let's start rolling. So chicken thighs. So we're going to do chicken thighs, parsley, celery, onions, and carrots. And of course, the mirepoix, the basis for most great stews, stoops. It's not a word, but for that too, is celery, carrots, and onion. If you have nothing else, you got celery, carrots, and onion. And it's a funny thing about the alchemy of them because individually you might be but all together they bring so much flavor to a dish. And then you bring some nice parsley, which I got last night, and it looked really good. My celery was on its last leg. I'm not going to kid you. Alter Sue, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thanks for tapping the screen. And now I'm going to put my hair down because I don't like how I look like this. And I'm vain. This is one of the hardest parts for me from going from TV to being online, is I'm like, and I won't have I won't have hair and makeup. Oh boy, it's just me now. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that looks a little better. Oh, and you got my big dishwashing soap. Don't love my background. Okay, so we're just going to start with the basics, which is butter and olive oil. Why do you put butter and olive oil together? Glad you asked. Well, A, for flavor, but also then the butter won't burn if you put some olive oil in it, or less likely to. Alter Suswiswi reached member. Oh my gosh, what an interesting name. Angel Cakes, thank you so much. Thank you for coming in here. So just a couple tabs of butter. And this is the kind of dish that, you know, you can have it for a couple days and serve it. So that's great. All right, let's just do butter, olive oil. And you're watching Food Talk TV, where we have different great creators every day. At 6 o'clock Central, Talk TV, where we have different great creators every day. At 6 o'clock Central. I do lives many mornings, mid-mornings, on mine, and I, talk about politics, current events, and stuff. But one of the things I think is so great about Food Talk TV, which is the longest-running live cooking show on TikTok, is we're just cooking. We're just cooking and having fun. There's a lot of nice people here, and there's enough doom scrolling going on. This is sort of like the anti-doom scrolling channel. That should be somebody. Taylor, remember that. That's, if you're watching, that's a good slogan. The anti-doom scrolling. All right. So we're going to add everything in here. That's why I pre-put this together. It's exactly enough. I'm doing the measurements. Medium onion, diced. It was a big onion, so I only diced half of it. This is 2 celery. The recipe calls for 3 celery stalks. I thought 2 was enough. And then 2 diced carrots. And the great thing about carrots is, I mean, they've gotten a little too soft to like put in somebody's lunchbox for a snack, but for something like this, this is fine. Okay, I want you to see a little more of that. What's happening here? Let me adjust this. I wonder if I can get it, if I get it a little higher and up. There we go. There we go. Now I'm cooking with gas. Literally cooking. Free to be. Free to be. Free to be you and yours. A land that I see where the children are free. And I say it ain't far to this land from where we are. Who's a kid of the 70s? Take my hand, come with me where the children are free. Come with me, take my hand, and we'll run to a land where the river runs free, to a land through the green country, through a land through the shining sea, where you and me are free to be. You and me. Bum, 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 bum. Shout out to Marlo Thomas. All right, so we've got 4 cloves of garlic. Didn't already chop these, so you'll have to see my terrible garlic chopping. It's a deficiency of mine. I have 2 known cooking deficiencies. I will tell them to you. 1, I'm not good at chopping garlic. 2, I'm terrible at peeling hard-boiled eggs, which is a shame. Yay, Trini, I knew a child of the 70s. Yay. Marianne, bringing me back to elementary chorus. I love it. Oh, Fran, I love watching that girl. Oh, diamonds, rubies, snowflakes, that girl. Love it. And didn't you think, like, did we think Donald Hollinger was good enough for her? I don't know. I don't know if he was. But yeah, that girl was one of those, like, you get home, like I'm getting home from school, and I really wanted to see that girl, and if I didn't walk home fast enough, Bewitched was on, and that girl was over, and I didn't like Bewitched as much. Oh, because talk about, I really think that in Bewitched, she was always ceding too much power to Darren. I mean, why would she give up her magic powers? Like, don't use witchcraft. I'd be like, use that witchcraft. That's your power, girl. I hated the way he always kept her down. I was with Endora. You know, fabulous Agnes Moorehead as Endora. I always supported her being like Darren, dummy, or whatever. And McMahon and Tate. And I was always worried. Remember, he was always worried he was about to get fired. I was a little kid. I said to my mom, is Dad about to be fired? She's like, why do you think? I don't know, because on Bewitched, they're always afraid Darren's about to be fired. Like, is that a thing? You had a crush on which one, Fran? Now, Dee says you can't hear me. Hang on a second. Do I need to readjust this? Okay. Eggs, you're talking. Stove to cold water, peel immediately. I'll try Frida B. I'm really bad. I'm really bad at it. I'm not going to kid you. I'd like to tell you I'm great. By the way, can you see how beautiful this is looking? This is just looking perfect. Donald. I can hear fine. Okay. Thank you. I love Frida B. That was such an influential TV special show. We had the book. We listened to the album over and over again. It was so positive. It was such a positive thing for little kiddos. I thought it was great. But yeah, those sitcoms were fun. It was also weird. The other one that was kind of weird was I Dream of Jeannie. Because I wouldn't even really think about it. And then when you're like, later you get older, you go, wait, was she calling her boyfriend Master? This is problematic. It'd be hilarious to try to do that now. So, we've got New York Times recipe. Butter, olive oil, onions, carrots, celery, garlic. This is a key one. Sweet paprika. I had to go buy this. I only had smoked paprika. And this is sweet paprika. And I really kind of have forgotten about sweet paprika, which seems silly. This is so stupid when they say non-GMO. They put non-GMO on tennis shoes. They put that label on everything. It's kind of a nonsense thing. I don't remember that. I was born in 1970. Which one? Oh, duh, brag it. Marianne says, crush each end. Okay, we're back to the eggs. Crush each end, then roll, and peel comes right off. Ugh. You know what? I've got to do like a special group tutorial for me with the hard boiled, because I feel like I've tried and I always chunks come up. Now, do you go with the membrane? Do you leave the membrane, or do you use the membrane as a way to kind of then get all the shell off? That's what I'm not so clear on. And I used to have my husband show me how to do it, and I'd watch him do it, and I couldn't do it. Oh, Fran, but there were so many repeats. I'm surprised you didn't see them. Like, I was always watching Hogan's Heroes in reruns. Or Wild Wild West. Oh, I love Wild West. Robert Conrad and those little tight polyester pants of his. I loved her bottle bedroom. Yeah, her bottle bedroom was great. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Scent Go Popular. Yay. Thank you, Birdie. That is so sweet of you. Even if you're giving me the bird, I know it's with love. All right, you guys, we are cooking a creamy chicken stew. So we're doing this until the onion is translucent. That's a good, although it's got so much sweet paprika, it's hard to see the translucent better there. About 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. I think it's been about 5 to 7 minutes. Yes, it has. Babs is here. Nothing but love. Nothing but love for you too. Okay. If stove to cold, membrane breaks and sticks to shell. Oh. Membrane. I'm telling you, I have watched YouTube videos. I just can't get it in my head. Pinch of salt. Sometimes I forget about salt, and then when I serve my kids dinner, they're like, where's the salt here? And now we're going to do some flour. I think we need about 3 tablespoons, just to kind of thicken it up. Creamy chicken stew. This is a great one for the fall. It is the fall. Some new messages coming in here. Oh, you guys are all talking, of course, because that's one of the great things about Food Talk TV is we have such a sweet community of people. 2. Close enough. Okay. Marlo Thomas, that girl, she had such a cute apartment in New York. Yeah, so I would get out on kindergarten at noon, and I'd have to walk home, because back then, you know, the parents weren't hovering at the gate the way we are now. Oh, my son's here. By the way, I got to tell you, big news. Yesterday, Rex passed his driving test. My baby is now driving. So he actually drove himself to school today. It's a big change in our life, right? How was it driving to school, Rex?
It was good. It was really fun driving back from tennis and taking the freeway.
No way, you went on the freeway?
Yeah.
Have you driven on the freeway yet?
No.
Did you get off in Vermont, like I said?
No, I took a different route. So for some reason the map took me kind of into downtown, and I took the 10, and it was like the way we come back from Boy Scouts. And
Oh, you took the 110 to the 10?
Yeah, so I got off at La Brea.
Such an LA conversation. You got off at La Brea. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I am like, if you guys have been through this, when your kids, now it's like, oh, so after 20 years of driving everybody around and taking care of everybody, it's like, is it back to me now? Big deal. What? My never let me drive myself to school. Just, oh yeah, you got it, Dark Brandon. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm so sick of driving. Babs, kindergarten, walking home. So did I. Absolutely. It was no problem. And it was up a hill. It was in Culver City, in West Los Angeles. Yeah. Oh, is it Fran? Is it the best? Katie's here. Katie came on my live on my channel. If you haven't given me a follow, Daphne Brogdon, please give me a follow. I'm 20 away from 10,000. 20. Can you believe it? All right, Rex, I'm making
My kids aren't allowed on the freeway in Dallas yet, said Trini Cooks.
Really? Well, Trini, I got to tell you, when I was out in Dallas and Christine drove, and we were both like, wow, people drive pretty rough in Dallas. They're fast. They're going. I thought LA was bad, but Dallas just seems kind of similar. That's all right. Everything's gonna burn as I talk about driving. Oh, I got to tell you. Okay, so now I'm going to add the broth, but Jimmy crack corn. Let's talk about the high price of groceries right now. So you know how I am always into. Is that proper, Grandma? Oh. What were you saying, sweetie? Oh.
I think it's hard to hear you while the broth is cooking.
Oh, it's crazy here. Yeah, Trini, I thought those Texas drivers would scare me. Oof! And then Indiana. Remember when we were in Indiana? That scared me too. So here's my soapbox right now. I usually do broth, paste, and water. I did it because I like the taste. But I was at the store, and this is going to take 4 cups. Well, it's going to take a lot of broth. 4 cups of broth. So I thought, let me just buy a thing of it. Oh my gosh. Two of these was $8. I'm going back to the paste. I mean, aren't I paying for water mostly? Oh, thank you, Fran. Thank you so much for that. All right, so wait, do some math for me. 8, 8, 8, 4. Oh, that was enough. Is that enough broth? Doesn't seem like enough to me. 4 cups chicken broth. Okay, I guess so. The last time I checked, 32 ounces is 4 cups, right? 8 and 8, 16. Yeah, that's 32. I don't know. I'm going through all this effort. I think I might want more. And one thing that I'm going to add that isn't in this recipe is white wine. I think, why not? This was left over from a party. I think nobody liked it enough to drink it, but it'll be fine for cooking. Let's put about a 1/4 cup. There we go. And we're cooking a creamy, just to review if you're just joining us, we're cooking a really fantastic creamy chicken stew. I used to be on Food Network. I'm freaking out because my baby just started driving and reminiscing about some favorite 70s shows. So there you go. With strong female role models. Babs, I made beef stew, just bought the meat and a few other things, spent over $30. Oh, I believe it. Can we talk about the price of meat? And then we're going to buy beef from Argentina. I don't think so. What the heck is happening? But apparently there is some kind of parasite or some beef got compromised and that's why it's more expensive right now. But yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, so this other recipe I'm going to do, I'm going to mix some pork. And I usually mix pork with beef because then the pork is a lot less. It's not that much less. It was like $8 for the beef and it was like $6 for the pork. So I was like, okay. All right, so we got some chicken thighs. And we're just going to throw them in because they're going to have to be, we're going to shred them and pull them apart later. But this calls for about 1.5 pounds of chicken. And this is just shy of 1.5 pounds. Hey, Rex, how was it parking at school?
It's so tough.
I knew it. I was worried about that. I was worried.
Parking, and the only spot I could find was like this tight parallel parking, which I'm not very good at.
So what'd you do?
I was kind of struggling with it, and some guy came over and he directed me.
And was that helpful?
Yeah, it was nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to be hilarious if he actually got in the car and was like, let me do it. Like some mom would do for a kid. I would do that. How many pair of glasses do you have? These look different. They're from the same patch. They're package. They came in a 3. And the ones that you usually see me in, which I love and I get the most compliments, I somehow I can't find them. I like do you like the other ones where I have the darker thing? I had a friend who said these aren't good because they don't provide enough contrast. I don't know. But I have to have a lot of glasses because I lose them. All right. So where are we? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting very distracted by Rex here. Okay. So I've added the chicken thighs. Oh, my little potatoes. All right. So then, now normally I would have thought, okay, I'll get the little white ones and I'll cut them up. But then they had these called peewees, which I was really excited about. But I still wanted them even smaller. So I'm going to do... I don't want it to overpower with the potatoes. A pound? I don't know. I think a pound's too much. I think that's good, because then I think the balance will be off. That's fine. All right, so we'll do the potatoes. And then this called for green beans. I'm not going to do green beans, because my son doesn't like green beans. So instead, I'm going to do peas. Because peas is a vegetable that since they were babies, my kids who are now not babies have always liked. So we'll throw some peas in there. Oh my God. Good old peas. Let me just drop these on the ground. Oh, there we go. All better. A good 1-pot meal. Don't want any one vegetable to become the star. There's only room for one star in this meal. A basic cable superstar. I'm with Rex, no green beans. No kidding, Katie. Is that right? I like green beans if they're crispy. Or if they're slivered with almonds and butter. But I don't want the undercooked ones. Potatoes, green beans. Okay, so now we'll do the spices. So, this key part of this is some dried sage. Now, I'm glad these are coming to an end, because one thing I learned from my late husband, the chef, is you really shouldn't keep spices more than 6 months. And of course, I always do. But he's like, they don't have any potency anymore, any flavor. So we're going to do sage. I only like canned green beans. You're really bucking the trend there. I like any other vegetable. Yeah. So Katie agrees with you about the green beans, Rex. Okay, so we got oregano. So we have oregano and sage. Now, the recipe calls for thyme. I am out of thyme, so I thought I'd go for another tea. I'll do a little tarragon. I think that would be good. Tell me if I'm missing anything, Rex, since you're here.
Just how they're talking about how they like canned green beans.
I can't believe that. I thought canned green beans to me are like mushy and slimy. No? Okay. Let's do some pepper. That'll boil. Okay, so we're going to... And then, the big creamy part of this, we need a 1/2 cup of cream. I have 1/2 and 1/2. Close enough. Cream is another thing that's so expensive. I was like, I'm not buying cream. I got 1/2 and 1/2 at home. All right. So, you guys are seeing what I'm doing here.
Yeah, looks delicious.
Oh, thanks, Rex. I hope so. So this just...
Darren Gardner-Stroh said, what is on your menu for tonight?
Oh, it's a creamy chicken stew with all kinds of yummy vegetables. But this is going to simmer, and now I'm going to move on to, wait for it, ricotta meatballs. You're welcome.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Well, Rex, I thought since we're for our movie night tomorrow, I'll make the meatballs and we'll have it tomorrow. So you guys, we have these really good family friends. They're so sweet that ever since my husband passed, they come over. For the first year he was gone, they'd come over every month, and we would do a movie night, and we'd make dinner, and it was just so sweet. And we've kind of fallen off, but we always pick a theme, because the dad in the family used to work in the film business, and he knows a lot about films. So we're doing a Robert Redford thing. So tomorrow night we're going to watch All the President's Men.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I know, you got to get geared. Talk about 70s. The pacing, very different than today. Very different, very slower. Oh, Katie says you can't hear. Oh, probably because I'm working with this.
Yeah.
I could get you the other mic.
No, it's okay. Oh,
What? Oh, what? Oh. Oh, yeah, do whatever you want. By the way, Rex, it ends up tonight's the last night I can be at Aunt Mom's.
Okay.
So,
You go over there.
yeah, Vivian's going to come too. But anyway, all right, let's get going on the meatballs. This needs to, let me push it to the back. So this is going to need to boil up, and then we're going to simmer it for about 20 minutes. I don't know if boil up's really a term, but I'm going to use it anyway. And you are watching Food Talk TV, the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. And I am Daphne Brogden. Give my channel, Daphne Brogden, a follow. Sorry, just let me review my New York Times recipe here. Lid partial, okay, all right. The lid will partially cover. It is a partially covered lid. There we go. Okay, now let's move on to our next victim. I hope I didn't forget something. Where's the parsley coming? I know what. I thought this was kind of an interesting thing in this. You put a little vinegar. Isn't that interesting? If we're working on acids and alkaline. They have apple cider vinegar. I don't have apple cider vinegar, but I'm using Prosecco wine vinegar, which I like for salad dressings. Oh, thank you, Babs. And don't forget that on Alexa, you can access Food Talk TV. Hey, Alexa, who's on Food Talk TV?
From NJ.com, Food Network personalities Sunny Anderson, Katie Lee, Jeff Moore, and Jeffrey Zakarian have served as presenters since the series premiered.
No, they're talking about the kitchen. That's the kitchen, Alexa. Alexa, Food Talk TV.
I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Alexa doesn't know that. But I hear it works. I just never get it to work. It's like hard-boiled eggs. I love all the different vinegars. Oh, thank you. I know there are so many different vinegars, right? And people make them, too. All right, let's move on to our meatballs. Here we go. This is another one I've been eyeing for a while. And I finally thought, oh, this is good because I have to make dinner for all those people tomorrow night, so I'll do it now. And I don't like when a meatball is too dense. So when I saw one that had ricotta, I'm like, check, please. That has me written all over it. So we're going to... Oh, this is where the parsley goes in this one. Okay, I got my recipes confused. All right, so here we go. I need my big pan. You could obviously also bake these too. I mean, I think baked meatballs work great. If you really wanted to be careful, you can even, there's a trick. I think it was Alton Brown or somebody, where you like bake meatballs on a pan and you put cardboard underneath to soak up some of the oil. I'll take the oil, but if you really want to be careful, you could do that. All right, so let's get my eggs, and you know I have a lot of eggs. I was out hanging out with my chickens today earlier, and I put some new bedding in their coop. I thought it was looking a little sad. I thought they needed some new. So farm fresh eggs from my own farm called my backyard. So we'll start. Oh, by the way, I'm doubling the recipe. So this recipe will also be linked to in Food Talk TV, but I'm doubling it. And I hope I have my favorite whisk. I do. I love this whisk. So anyway, okay, how's everybody doing? All right. So how is everybody enjoying the weather? To me, this weather right now in October is just perfect. It's like sunny, not too hot, but warm. You know, not like pool weather, but you could definitely sit out and have lunch weather. Mix that up. Well, that soup is stew. The big thing is I really want to get the chicken cooked down. I'm a little dubious that this recipe says that after such a short time I can piece apart the chicken. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Beautiful in West Texas. Oh, nice. Another food channel. Oh, hi, Bite Talk. Are you a food channel too? We can be food channels friends together. Here on Food Talk TV, we have all different food creators. I am but one. I am just here in the afternoon, Daphne Brogdon, on Wednesdays. Okay, there we go. So since I'm doubling it, I'm going to need a cup, I don't want to lose that, of ricotta. I love ricotta. You can do so many things with it. My most successful cooking video, which I have pinned on my account, is my lemon ricotta dip. Wildly popular. We just served it at a sister, my party. My sisters are the grape party for all the moms from my son's school. Oh, look at that! It almost looks like white brains or something. It has kind of a cool like I could eat that with a spoon. I think it's so delicious. So this is going to be pretty easy. We're just going to do close enough. Plop. Plop. Got the ricotta in there. All right, put that away. And let's see here. We're going to do, we need the pecorino. I'm already using pre-grated. It said finely grated, but I think for you guys to watch cheese being grated is like watching cheese being grated, so I'm going to skip that part. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Thank you for tapping the screen. A beautiful day down here in Clearwater Beach. Oh, in Florida, great. I used to live in South Florida. Lovely. I made that dip. It's so good. Oh, Babs, bless your heart. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so glad you liked it. I love that. That's good feedback. Happy feedback. Pecorino. Quarter cup. All right, half a cup. I got my half a cup right here. There we go. There we go. So anyway, so we're talking about, I actually walked up the hill from my old elementary school to my mom's house. I think it was last week. I was doing a lot of, trip down memory lane since we've sold the house. My mom passed, as you know. And I walked up the hill and went by, so when I was in second grade, I had a huge crush on Todd Metlin. So I used to walk by his house, just kind of hoping he would open the door and be like, "Oh, Daphne, you're walking by." I'd be like, "Oh, hi, Todd, do you live here?" Anyway, so I walked by what used to be his house. He's long gone. His dad was a dentist, and on Halloween, his dad gave out Dentine. You know the gum that 9 out of 10 dentists recommended? And my sisters would be like, "How can you like that boy? His dad gives out Dentine on Halloween." And I was like, don't besmirch the name of my love, Todd Medlin. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Oh, good. Thank you, Babs. Thank you. Always supportive, Babs. Anyway, so the song that I would listen to, that we had this Barbara Streisand 8-track, and she did a cover of Paul Simon's Something So Right. Something so right, not like me to lose me, apt to confuse me. Parsley time. Parsley, half quarter cup. Oh, I'm going to put a lot, so it's like a half. It's a lot. It's a lot of parsley. I'm not going to kid around. It's like a half a cup. Such an unusual sight. Oh, so I thought of that as I walked. I was listening to it as I walked by Todd Metlin's old house. Isn't that funny? When you're a kid, you have no idea how deep those memories are going to stay with you. You guys, did I put the pecorino in? I don't think I did. I think I put the parsley in, the ricotta, and the eggs. What is it you're making with the eggs? Oh, I'm on to making my fabulous ricotta meatballs. That's what I'm making. So far, what do we have here? I wasn't paying attention because I was talking about Todd Metlin, the one that got away 50 years ago. So this is egg, ricotta, parsley. I did put it in already? Are you sure? I put in the pecorino? Okay. Okay, you guys say it. Okay, thank goodness. I have such terrible memory. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. All right, so then we did parsley, blah, blah, blah. Oh, garlic. Garlic. I have all my garlic right here. Oh, here it is. I like buying these sometimes. It's kind of a splurge. You have to be able to, you got to know you're really going to be cooking because it's so, if you buy one of these bags of like the pre-peeled garlic, they go south fast. So you got to be able to hup too. So we're just going to do a couple cloves of this to my inauspicious garlic cutting. But it will get the job done. See, I'm trying not to do the garlic because I just don't think you get as much flavor. All right. So, garlic goes in there. Let's do a couple teaspoons of salt and some black pepper. Okay. So, as you know, with meatballs, usually you've got your meat, and then maybe you mix an egg and like some breadcrumb and some spices. But instead, this mixture, which already looks pretty darn yummy, is the base before the meat has even gone in. What did she say? I know. It's incredible, right? So I want to do, I think about a pound of each, right? Because this one, if I'm doubling it, yeah. Pound, 16, but I think, oh, it is a pound. Oh, perfect. I don't have to measure. Yay. Yay me. With the ground beef, which was $8. It was $8.09. It was the best. There were other ones that were a little more. So I went for the $8.09. I love that you guys told me I put it in already. That's terrific. Thank goodness. Where would I be without the wind beneath my wings, the Food Talk TV community? Okay. Pound of ground pork, pound of ground beef. And in anticipation, I'm going to start heating this pan. Some oil on it. So we've got two things going. We've got a creamy chicken stew, which is in process, and we're making ricotta meatballs. Now, I don't see any way to really get this mixed unless I just get into it. So I keep my handy dandy box of chicken gloves here. Did I just say chicken gloves? Kitchen gloves. But I can see why my brain would put those words together. They're sort of similar. All right. Word of the day. Inauspicious. Oh! Did I say that? That's a good word. It's an SAT word. I used to have some friends in college. I'm like, Daphne, you have such SAT words. And I'm like, thanks. Uh-oh. Defect, aisle 1. Yeah, inauspicious is a good word. I can say these things more than I can spell them. Babs, thank you for being the #1 gifter. Yay. Yes. Oh my God, what a great room we've got now. All right, so here's, okay, let's make sure we see what's happening here. So it's all this mixture of pecorino, ricotta, parsley, garlic. So it's all this mixture of pecorino, ricotta, parsley, garlic. It's for our movie night tomorrow night with our friends who are coming up. We're going to, part of our Robert Redford Festival, we're going to watch All the President's Men. My daughter and I did a little Diane Keaton Fest the other night. We watched Something's Gotta Give and First Wives Club. And she'd never seen either, and I hadn't seen them in a few years. I gotta say, First Wife Club really holds up. It's good. I highly recommend watching that one again. Look how yummy this looks. Yum, yum, yum. This is going to be great. All right, the pan's heating up. I want to get a couple of these going so you can see what they're like. And then hopefully I'll have time to make the sauce for this. It's pretty straightforward. So this recipe says it makes 12 meatballs, which is why I decided to double it, because I got to feed 5 people, including myself, tomorrow night. And of course, meatballs are something that you can. They're good even, you reheat them. They're delicious. A meatloaf mix. It's a meatball. It's a meatball, but I guess you can make it a meatloaf. I mean, really, what's the difference between a meatloaf and a meatball except the shape? All right. Let's just do a couple here, and then I'll have to check in on my chicken. All right, we'll keep that going. I'm going to put this in the fridge for later. By the way, my favorite wines lately are dry Rieslings. Do you ever have them? I love the German, the Austrian white wines. Riesling kind of get a bad name because usually you think, that's going to be too sweet. But that's why you got to get a dry Riesling. They're really good. Kind of got to switch these around so you can see what's happening here. So, my husband, the late chef, always didn't believe in pot holders. He always said, have 2 kitchen towels. He'd have one here, and then he'd have one here. That was always his thing. So, one of the many, many moments in the day when I think about him. Okay, we're going to switch. The balls over there. Now, let's check in on our stew. How do we think it's looking? Okay, the bubbly goodness here, but of course, we've got to shred the chicken. That's going to be super important. What's cooking? Community guidelines, great names. So I'm making a creamy chicken stew, which has a lot of dried sage, tarragon, white wine, sweet paprika, and I'm also making ricotta meatballs. It's a feast. So I'm going to have dinner for the next couple days here. Let me just turn my balls around. They're very moist, these ricotta balls. I'm excited about moist balls. You know that SNL sketch, Sweaty Balls? Oh, yum. Oh, yay, Mustard Queen's here. Or were you always here and I just didn't see it? Yes, thank you. Thank you, Community Guidelines. I need my laugh. All right, I just want to make sure that I'm about to do the right thing, because this is this isn't my recipe, it's New York Times. Transfer chicken to a plate, cover the pot, shred, salt and pepper, garnish. Okay, got it. All right, we're in the home stretch. So this will be the biggest pain in the tuchus, which is I got to shred the chicken thighs now. I'm a big believer in chicken thighs over breast. Chicken thighs are more flavorful. They often cost less money. They're the unsung. They're the workhorse of that chicken. That's what I say. Right. And I bought these boneless, skinless, so very little labor involved for me for there. So while I take that chicken out and I manhandle it, I'm going to put the lid on this turn it down a little bit. And you want to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes. You want to soften up those vegetables. Yum, yum. Okay, so I need a fork. I don't know why I started talking like a robot. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. I think 2 forks are going to work better than a tong. So I'm really big on finding things that no longer exist, or that are like this shirt that I was telling you about, how I was trying to find it on resale shops. The other thing is, let me show you the cup. Okay. This glass cup, it's like a thick hobnail, almost feels like a Libby glass. I registered for these when I got married 20 years ago. This is the last one. And my kids love it, and it just got a little crack, and they're like, oh, it reminds us of Dad. And so I put up on Instagram, and I was like, does anybody know where this glass is? And people keep sending me links, which is so sweet, but I can't find that glass. Oh, wait, okay, I think these meatballs, I don't want to overcook the meatballs. Hang on, that needs to be turned around. I would bake them. I think normally I would bake them. I wouldn't put them in a skillet. But I'm doing this for all you all, and it's not much fun to put something in the oven. There's no action, you know, so it's better to have it. But this one needs to be. I think it's going to be good, but it's interesting how moist they are. Tap, tap, tap the screen. You got it. Tap that screen. Tap that screen. All right, so we're pulling apart, you see this, right? We're pulling apart the chicken, which then we're going to go, and it's quite easy, which is good. And it's going to go into, do you ever, you know, you're eating that chicken dish, and you're like, and then you get that little part with like a little gristly or something, and you're like, and it's so hard for me not to be like, I have to stop eating, I hate this whole thing, I'm totally freaked out. I just go, it's normal part, it's normal part. Sometimes there's a little bit of fat or gristle. It's nothing. My mom used to do that. She'd be like, it's just a little fat and gristle. Meatballs live for the action. You got it, exactly. So I used to do a theme, speaking of movie themes, you know, it's really a strange thing with global changes in the weather. One of the things is LA is not as hot as it used to be. But just not that long ago, when my kids were little, we would get some days where it's just like super, super duper hot. And, you know, I just had no energy to take them anywhere. It was too hot to go to the park. They were out of sorts, whatever. So I devised this thing. I said, let's have a Jackie Chan day. So we'd, and it was twofold. It was a way to kind of entertain us without running around, and we could be sedentary in a cool room. But also, it's that thing, you know, where you want to kind of introduce your kids to cultural, artistic things that you might have liked. And so anyway, so we're gonna watch So we watched like 2 or 3 Jackie Chan movies, one after the other, which were great. Total crowd pleasers, really fun. The Spy Next Door, I highly recommend that one for little kiddos. And then we moved on to other days, like maybe it was we watched all the Raiders of the Lost Ark or something, but we always called it a Jackie Chan. So we're like, should we have a Jackie Chan day? Which means you just binge one artist. So I don't know what's a good one. What's a good one to binge for? Well, then they were little. Now they're teenagers, so I've got to try to. Sometimes I hit it right. Like I introduced them to Annie Hall a while ago. They loved it. I introduced them to Dirty Dancing. They loved it. But I just got my daughter to watch Witness with me. Remember Harrison Ford with the Amish? She was like, eh. It's like, eh. It's Harrison Ford at his most Harrison Fordness. I love that movie. Hey, Jenna Pie. How you doing? Jenna, I'm shredding some chicken, which is going to go back into my creamy chicken stew I'm making. And I have also made some ricotta meatballs. So this chicken thigh thing, it's a tad consuming. Also, I think, if I did this again, let me amend this, because I feel like I should have trimmed the fat, because now I got to trim it a little bit at this juncture. So I probably should have trimmed it earlier. Although that is flavor, so there's that. All right, let's take some of the, let me see if we can try one of these meatballs. On my pretty plate. Okay, so here's some the ricotta balls. I would bake these. I would bake these going forward, but I wanted to get some action. Oh, the Beverly Hills Cop movies. You know what? That's a good idea, and I think they would like it too, because one time our movie theme was quintessential LA films. Like we watched LA Confidential, Boys in the Hood, and that was all filmed in LA. That's a great idea. Sounds less. Do you like all the James Bond? Yes, I do like James Bond movies. Yeah, I can't watch that last one where they killed him off. That makes me too sad. James Bond needs to always survive. Okay, so wait, I'm looking at the time. 2:50. Maybe I can do the sauce on this. I have to finish the chicken thighs though. Well, let's just take a little bite, because there is a sauce that goes with this. I love all the parsley that's in this too. I think that's a total plus. I like them. Maybe I add a little more salt, but I think in the sauce I could. So this is half pork, half beef, and a cup of ricotta. So almost like, is that a third? No. 2/3. And the parsley, these are good. And I haven't put them in the sauce yet. Okay, so I'll set those aside. Let me finish shredding my chicken, because this is all got to go in. Sorry, the shredding's taking a minute. When we had the last restaurant we had, which was down at Grand Central Market, and one of our dishes it required shredded chicken, and that was one of the stations. Sometimes I had that station, but in the kitchen, where we just had to spend like 2 hours in the morning just shredding a bunch of chicken for, I think it was a salad. I think it was a salad that had shredded chicken. Oh, yes. Okay. So that's some good ideas for something. Beverly Hills Cop movie. That's a good idea. But what's quintessential? Oh, the other one that I always wanted to watch for a quintessential LA film was Swingers. Remember with Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau? Because to me, that was like my life in the 90s. But my friend who we picked the movies with, he's like, oh, I didn't think it was that good a movie. And I'm like, well, I don't know if it's that. He's more of an auteur than I am. I'm like, I just liked it. It just seemed very, it seemed like how life really was then. Like, I think Stranger Things does a really good job of looking like the 80s. Because sometimes I see stuff that's about the 80s, and I'm like, we weren't all walking around a Dayglow lime. What is that? Yeah, so bits of chicken off. But this is going to feed a lot of people for a while. This creamy chicken stew. Very autumnal, but no pumpkin. I'm not on board with all this pumpkin that happens at this time of year. Are you guys? I think it gets to be a bit much. So I'm just shredding. I'm just using the fork to get the chicken. Now I have the Beverly Hills Cop theme in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Me neither. It's too forced. Just give me sweet potatoes. Oh. What is that an answer to? Now I can't remember. What's too forced? I swear, my brain, it's like 50 first dates. I don't remember anything. Okay. I don't want the bits of chicken that people are going to have. Oh, pumpkin! See what I mean? I'm like 50 first dates, honestly. No, that's my mother's. I've got this old lamp from my mom's house. It's kind of a fugly lamp, but it's from the 50s. So I got it rewired. I think it's as clean as it goes, Dolly. That's how it looks.
It's clean?
Yeah, I just got it clean. That's how it looks, Dolly.
Beautiful, no?
Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, it's a classic piece from the 50s. Here, bring it over, Dolly. Let me show it to my viewers here. You guys can tell me what you think. I mean, it's so film noir. It's so 1950s. She didn't understand. Right? It's my house cleaner's here today, which is why I like to cook on Wednesdays, because she'll clean it up. All right, the never-ending shredding of the chicken thighs. Boy, oh boy. If this was in the editing room, I would speed this up. Welcome to Food Talk TV. I'm Daphne Brogdon. Come follow my channel. I'm 20 people away from the 10,000, where I stand to make ones of cents here on TikTok. And this is Food Talk TV, where we have all kinds of fun creators. Okay, done. Done. Stick a fork in it. I'm done. I'm done with my forks. All right, let's see how this goes. So I'm surprised that's still so hot. Okay, so here's the creamy soup. Here's the creamy soup. Here we go. Okay, obviously we know now the real test is going to be how are the potatoes, because that could be ruinous. Oh no, they're cooked through. Okay, good. Phew, I was worried about that, because that would blow. All right, where are we at? The soundtrack to Beverly Hills Cops is awesome. You must get on CD. You know what? I've set my stereo up. I've been playing CDs again. It's really fun. Hi, Mama T. We'll see you in just a couple hours. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and sweet potatoes are better for you. Okay, great. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. All right, so we're adding the chicken. There we go. So here is our creamy chicken stew. Wow, this is a good meal. This is a one-pot delight here. I gotta put it in a pretty little bowl so y'all can see it.
Mira, mija, en 2 vasos de ese, de time, 2 vasos sale.
Okay, un momento.
Oh, okay.
Lethal Weapon. That is the quintessential buddy action adventure. That I'm about to retire. That whole thing. That's a good one. Oh, and my God, you know, it's so funny. I used to think Mel Gibson was so cute, but before the Lethal Weapons, then he started to not look as cute. But when he was younger, oof. All right, here we go. I'm gonna mess that up. All right, that's a great movie. The chicken stew recipe is on. Oh, you had a phone call. Babs is back. Yay. Okay, let's. Okay, there it is. There is the creamy Mr. Mopar. That's a great movie. I know, I kind of forgot about it. Hi, Bridget. I'm showing you guys all the creamy chicken stew. And I think I could probably have even made it creamier. Maybe that would have been gilding the lily, but I think it'd be good. Let's try it. Let's see what we think. It looks hot. It looks hot, so I just want to make sure, because one of my problems is sometimes I undersalt things. Oh, thank you for the heart, Mustard Queen. Oh, no, it's really good. Wow, it's really good, and I'm glad I added the white wine. So you'll see this recipe, but the difference is I swapped out peas for the green beans, and I added a 1/4 cup of white wine, and I think that really makes a difference. Oof, this is good. I also put in tarragon instead of thyme, and I like that. I like that. It's just a right amount of seasoning. This is good. This is legit. This is legit good, and I bet it's even going to be better like tomorrow when you have the leftovers and stuff. Okay, that's a winner. Winner. Chicken creamy dinner. Where are we at? We've got, we're almost at the top. Okay, I'll drink the leftover wine. Yeah, okay. So then the other thing I made was these meatballs, and then it was basically just a sauce of like, crushed tomatoes and parsley, whatever. But these are ricotta meatballs. Really tasty. I've never made ricotta meatballs before. A lot of parsley in them too. So there you go. 2 great dishes that go great together. And we are going to eat these meatballs while we watch All the President's Men tomorrow for the beginning of our Robert Redford Movie Fest. So thank you guys for coming. Thank you for your recommendations on movies. Thank you for helping me remember what I say and what I do, because I don't remember. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Always come back to Food Talk TV because we have a lot of great food creators. I'm Daphne Brogdon. I am but one of them. Mama T is going to be up at 6 o'clock Central Time. Mama T's Kitchen, Cooking Kitchen with a K. And I am here every Wednesday at 4 o'clock Central Time. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to my Tales of Growth and Woe. And tonight I'm going to have the last night I can sleep in my mom's house. There you go. All right. Be kind. Be happy. Thank you so much. Hugs and kisses. That stew looks so, honestly, the stew really is good. I mean, I could fake it because what do you know? Because you can't taste it. But this is legitimately a good recipe. Kindler. What's Kindler? Oh my God, I'm about to run out of juice here. Oh, I can't do it on this side. Comfort. Oh, Comfort. That's it. Comfort Kitchen. Oh my God. Thank you, Babs. Babs, where would I be without you? Uh-oh, now it says I'm on. Okay, well, I'm going to try to. It's making me do that little jigsaw piece. Okay, yay. Oh, Jenna Pie. Okay, well, it'll be posted on Food Talk. But you know what? It's a New York Times cooking kitchen. The creamy. This is the creamy chicken one. And now I have to turn it off. All right, and then and the ricotta meatballs was also New York Times. Well, this doesn't look very pretty, does it? If only I had a minion to clean the spot when I all these brand names. Ah, well, it's real life, isn't it? Thanks, guys. Love you. Bye.